It's rare for a young voice to break through the noise, especially in a world where headlines are dominated by seasoned politicians and loud, divisive rhetoric. Most of the time, the voices of youth are drowned out, dismissed as naive or inexperienced, even when they have something important to say. But every so often, a message emerges that cuts through the cynicism. A message that truly matters, not just for its content, but for the courage it takes to say it. Recently, Kai Trump, President Donald Trump's granddaughter, did just that. In a moment that surprised many, she stepped forward to share her perspective, not as a politician, but as a young American searching for something better. She spoke about the urgent need for common ground in our divided politics, suggesting that leaders, even those as different as her grandfather and Kamala Harris, should try to meet in the middle. Her words weren't just a call for civility, but a challenge to the very foundation of our political culture. Coming from someone at the heart of American politics, her words are a powerful reminder of what's possible when we dare to imagine a different future. It's easy to be cynical, but sometimes hope comes from the most unexpected places. Kai's message wasn't about policy or party lines. It was about hope, about the belief that we can be better, kinder, and more united. She reminded us that progress isn't just about laws or elections, but about the spirit we bring to our disagreements. She supports her family, but also values moderation and understanding. In a time when loyalty often means choosing sides, Kai's willingness to speak for balance and empathy is both rare and brave. In a world where extremes get all the attention, her call for unity stands out. It's easy to get swept up in outrage, to see only the differences that divide us, but Kai's words invite us to look for the common threads that connect us all. We're told to pick sides, to see compromise as weakness, but that's a dangerous path. When we refuse to listen, we lose the chance to learn, to grow, and to find solutions that work for everyone. Kai's plea challenges us to reject constant conflict and seek real progress through conversation and listening. It's a reminder that real change starts with open minds and open hearts, not with shouting matches or stubbornness. It's not about abandoning beliefs, but about recognizing the humanity in those who disagree. We can hold our values and still reach across the aisle, still find respect for one another. If someone raised in the spotlight of a polarizing family can value moderation, maybe we all can. Her example shows that courage isn't just about standing up for your side, it's about standing up for what's right, even when it's hard. The hope for unity isn't gone, it's alive in the next generation, waiting for us to nurture it. If we listen to voices like Kai's, maybe we can build a future where understanding and hope are stronger than division. Kai Trump highlighted a crucial issue: how social media creates echo chambers. Algorithms feed us what we already believe, making us comfortable but isolated. Over time, this comfort becomes a cage, distorting our sense of reality. We start seeing those with different opinions as enemies, not neighbors. This digital separation erodes our ability to think critically and connect. Kai warned that this can drive people to extremes, and she's right. To break free, we must seek out different perspectives and question what we see online. Building a healthier society starts with healthier information habits. Step out of the echo chamber and into the world of diverse thought. Meeting in the middle isn't about abandoning your values, it's about attitude. It means entering conversations ready to learn, not just to win. No party has all the answers. Progress comes from compromise and collaboration. When leaders refuse to meet in the middle, real problems go unsolved. Finding common ground is true leadership, putting the country before party. This principle applies everywhere, in communities, workplaces, and families. Instead of digging in, listen to each other's concerns and look for shared values. The solution may not be perfect, but it can be good for everyone. Empathy, patience, and listening are skills we all need. Start from shared values to build bridges. It's a harder path, but it leads to respect and lasting peace. Living with balance and open-mindedness isn't just good for society, it's good for us. In a world that often feels loud and divided, finding our own center can be a quiet act of courage. When we choose to approach life with a sense of balance, we create space for calm, reflection, and genuine connection with others. Constant outrage and division take a toll on our well-being. The endless cycle of conflict and negativity can leave us feeling drained, anxious, and disconnected from those around us. It's easy to get swept up in the noise, but it rarely brings us peace. Choosing balance is self-care. It lets us find peace in life's gray areas. When we pause to breathe, reflect, or simply listen, we nurture our mental and emotional health. These small acts of balance help us recharge and face challenges with a clearer mind. Open-mindedness leads to curiosity, growth, and new perspectives. It encourages us to ask questions, seek understanding, and embrace the richness of different experiences. Every conversation becomes an opportunity to learn and expand our horizons. A closed mind shrinks our world and keeps us stuck in old fears. When we shut out new ideas or perspectives, we limit our own potential and miss out on meaningful connections. Fear and isolation can grow in these closed spaces. Resolving disagreements brings relief and understanding. It's not about always agreeing, but about finding common ground and moving forward together. Each resolution builds trust and strengthens our relationships. By seeking to understand, not just to win, we reduce daily conflict. We create an environment where people feel heard and valued, making it easier to work through differences and build lasting connections. Disagreements don't have to be destructive. We can learn to disagree with respect. When we approach conflict with empathy and patience, we open the door to growth and deeper understanding. Seeing situations from multiple angles is a superpower in life. It allows us to adapt, solve problems creatively, and connect with people from all walks of life. This perspective helps us navigate challenges with wisdom and grace. Fair, open-minded people are trusted and sought out for leadership. Their ability to listen, adapt, and guide others through uncertainty makes them invaluable in any community or organization. This quiet strength is more powerful than winning arguments. It's the foundation of true influence, rooted in respect, patience, and understanding, rather than force or volume. It builds a foundation of stability and happiness, not just for ourselves, but for everyone around us. When we choose balance and open-mindedness, we create a ripple effect, making our homes, workplaces, and communities stronger, kinder, and more resilient. Family is our foundation, teaching us love and loyalty. Kai Trump's support for her grandfather is something many of us understand. My own family was my anchor during political storms. Family should be a sanctuary, separate from political noise. You can support your family without sharing all their political views. This balance requires separating the person from their politics. Love for family can coexist with disagreement. In a polarized world, we must resist seeing politics as a total reflection of character. Remember the shared moments and kindness that define family. For young people, this balance can be tough. Lead with love. Supporting family doesn't mean sacrificing your integrity. Focus on the human connection that outlasts any election. To young people navigating today's noisy world, here's some advice. Be intentional about what you consume. Don't just scroll passively. Follow a range of voices, even those you disagree with. Notice if your feed only confirms your beliefs and makes you angry. Take a break. Step away from the screen, talk to someone, or read a book. Protect your mental health. It's more important than online arguments. Practice listening. Ask questions and try to understand others' perspectives. You don't have to agree, but listening opens real conversation. Use your voice for positive action in your community, not endless online debates. Volunteer, organize events, and have real conversations. Change happens through relationships and real-world problem-solving. Be a force for connection. Your generation can change the tone. Listening is one of the hardest and bravest things we can do today. It means letting go of certainty and being open to other perspectives. True listening is active. We pay attention to words and emotions. When we acknowledge someone's feelings, we build bridges. Much of our division comes from people feeling unheard. When people feel ignored, they shout louder and become more extreme. By truly listening, we help de-escalate conflict and create safety. We can practice this daily, with family, colleagues, and neighbors. Commit to being more curious than certain. Value relationships over arguments. Every time we listen with an open heart, we vote for compassion. Connection is more powerful than conflict. Our society faces a choice. Do we keep building walls that divide us, or do we become bridge builders who bring people together? Every day, in small and big ways, we decide whether to close ourselves off or reach out to others. The world is full of differences, cultures, beliefs, backgrounds, but it's also full of opportunities to connect. Bridges connect us. They don't erase our differences, but they create pathways for understanding, respect, and meaningful exchange. When we cross a bridge, we're not losing who we are. We're learning about others and growing together. Building bridges takes effort and intention. It starts with recognizing our shared humanity, our common dreams, and the hopes we all carry. It's about seeing the person on the other side as someone with a story worth hearing. Deep down, we all want a safe, fair, and prosperous country, even if we disagree on the best path to get there. Our differences can be a source of strength if we choose to listen and learn from one another. Every act of kindness, every respectful conversation, every moment of empathy lays another stone in that bridge. These small actions matter. They build trust and open doors. This work isn't just for leaders or people in power. It's for all of us, every day, in our schools, workplaces, neighborhoods, and communities. Each of us can be a bridge builder in our own way. Walls are built from fear, misunderstanding, and mistrust. They isolate us, making it harder to see the humanity in others. Bridges, on the other hand, are built from hope, courage, and a willingness to connect. Walls can become prisons, keeping us locked away from the richness and diversity of the world. But bridges open us up to new experiences, new friendships, and new possibilities. The choice is clear. Do we want to live isolated, surrounded by walls? Or do we want to be connected, walking together across bridges we've built? Our future depends on choosing to build bridges, not just for ourselves, but for generations to come. The bridges we build today will shape the world our children inherit. Let's lay stones of understanding, patience, and compassion, not bricks of division or anger. Every step we take toward each other makes our society stronger. The work is slow, and sometimes it feels difficult, but together, we can create something lasting and beautiful, a society where everyone belongs. Be a bridge builder. Our society needs it now more than ever. The future is in our hands, and together, we can cross any divide. Hearing Kai Trump call for moderation fills me with hope. Despite the noise and division, the desire for connection endures. The next generation sees the futility of endless conflict and wants a better way. This hope is resilient. It's fueled every movement for progress. Hope isn't passive. It's the belief that tomorrow can be better, and we can make it so. It calls us to reach out, listen, and choose conversation over conflict. The path forward won't be easy, but change is a marathon, not a sprint. Celebrate small victories. Each respectful conversation and new friendship matters. Let's take inspiration from young voices and carry hope into our lives. Turn down the outrage, turn up the empathy. Let's build a future defined by unity, not division.